back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Deidre Renee, and I'm coming back at you with another back-to-back video. But today we're going to be talking about who is in the Elite Eight today. So first we got Notre Dame versus TCU. We're going to go into depth about that. I think Notre Dame will win the game. Do I feel like TCU is good? Do I feel like Hailey Van Lith is good? Yes. But ultimately, I feel like Notre Dame's guard play on top of Miss Sonia, yes. Miss Treyway and can guard the post player. She will be a key point in the game. I feel like her and Sedona will go back and forth. However, I do feel like overall she is a better player. She can hit the three. She can guard the post. She can run the floor. And when she runs the floor, she's looking for the three. I feel like she's going to be very good. I also feel like Hannah is a great player. But in my opinion, she cannot keep up with Hannah Hidalgo's foot speed. And I feel like Hannah Hidalgo is going to be on her like white on rice. I feel like she's going to be on her and locked in. And if Hannah's not on her and locked in, then TCU does have a chance at winning that game. But I feel like that on top of Olivia Miles' playmaking abilities, and that I feel like that would just ultimately be too much for TCU, in my opinion. So overall in that game, I feel like Notre Dame is going to come away with the W. The next game we have Tennessee versus Texas. Now, Tennessee is playing good. They're on a roll. Ultimately, though, I do feel like Texas, like it's one of those things kind of with Ole Miss and UCLA. I feel like it's Texas time right now. Like Texas, they've been losing in the Elite Eights and the Sweet 16s and haven't been able to complete and finish out. But I do think it's Texas time. I feel like Texas is going to win. Now, will it be a close game? I have no idea. It depends on how Tennessee shows up. It's been games in the season where Tennessee show up prepared and ready to go. I'm going to assume that they're going to show up prepared and ready to go. And I'm going to say this game is going to be a close game all up until maybe the last 5 minutes of the game. Then the game may be spread apart. Or if Tennessee doesn't come in and prepared to play and Rory's on 1,000 like she usually is, and Madison Booker is hitting the mid-range and getting to her spots, her sweet spots, that sweet elbow that she gets to, I ultimately feel like Texas is going to win the game. I feel like Texas is going to win, but am I opposed to Tennessee winning? No, but I just feel like it's Texas's time at this moment, point in time and day, and they got the pieces and what they need to be successful. And I feel like Rory is leading that pack and being an amazing leader and getting them to where they need to go. And I feel like Texas is going to win. Next, we got Oklahoma versus UConn. I got UConn. I feel like Azzi and Paige is going to be too much for Oklahoma. Now, is Oklahoma a bad team? No. No team is a bad team in the Sweet 16. Everybody is here for a reason. Is Oklahoma going to be a slouch and just let UConn do whatever they want to do? No. But I do not feel like it's going to be a let when it comes to UConn. I feel like it's going to be a do. I feel like Paige and Azzi Fudd, that's just too much for Oklahoma. That's too much for a lot of teams overall. Azzi coming alive. I'm excited to see this game. I'm excited for Oklahoma to play. But ultimately, I feel like UConn is going to win this game. Now, I feel like it'll be close. Actually, I don't even know if it will be close. I feel like Azzi Fudd and Paige, I feel like Azzi is the kind of mismatch in a sense in all these games, because ultimately people can know how she plays, but the fact that she's been hurt, it's like, okay, you have scout on her, but it's like, okay, she's evolved. So, I feel like Azzi has a counter for everything. Like, she's just really good. Azzi is better than Paige, in my opinion. She's just really good, ultimately. And so I feel like at the end of the day, UConn is just going to be too much for Oklahoma. And if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. But I feel like UConn is going to be too much for Oklahoma, ultimately, in my opinion. Next game, we have K-State versus USC. Now, this game is a tricky game. Considering the fact that Juju is out and injured, it changes the trajectory of the game and ultimately what will be the result, in my opinion. I feel like K-State guard play is going to be too much for USC. Do I feel like it'll be a close game? Yes, if USC comes in focused and locked in. At the end of that Mississippi State game, after Juju got hurt, I feel like they were in shock, so they were not locked in for a second. Mississippi didn't take advantage of that, and so they were able to take advantage of that. At the end of the day, though, I most definitely think that K-State can win this game. I see K-State winning this game just because a lot goes into that. They have the matchup for Kiki. Mississippi State didn't have an answer for Kiki. K-State does. K-State's post player, she is a really good post player. She has had some injuries, but she's a great post player. And then they have another post player, Kennedy Taylor. I know who Kennedy is. Kennedy is a good defender. I feel like they're going to throw those two at Kiki to try to wear Kiki out. And so when they try to do that, then it's going to be up to the guards. And the guards are freshmen. And then you got the point guard who is a sophomore. But sometimes I feel like she can take over and do more. But I feel like she's going to have to grow into that more her junior year without Juju playing that coming to her on guard. I feel like she's a little hesitant sometimes. And I feel like ultimately K-State has a really, really good point guard. Their point guard is really good. So, yeah, I believe I'm picking K-State to win that game. Now, if Juju is playing, it'd be a whole different conversation. But K-State has a lot of guards. They got the twins. The twins can shoot. Lee is the post player. I don't want to mispronounce her first name, but she's the post player, and I feel like her and Kiki are going to match up. So with her and Kiki matching up and battling, it's going to have to be a mismatch somewhere for USC, and I feel like it's more mismatches for K-State to have than UNC. The point guard is Serena. Serena is a really good point guard. She's a really good leader. I feel like UCLA's leader, without being a leader, was Juju, because not without being a leader, without like talking, Juju leads by example. But I feel like Serena and the twins and their shooting ability, I feel like K-State is going to win this game. Just off the simple fact that Juju's not playing and they have to go a whole game without her. It's not like them using her being injured for motivation. Now, will Kiki get her buckets? Most definitely. I feel like in order for USC to win this game, Kiki is going to have to take over and just completely dominate Lee. But I don't know if she'll be able to completely dominate her, because when you start to dominate her, then you can throw Kennedy Taylor at her, and it's like, okay, dang, I'm battling back and forth with both of these. They throwing both of these people on me. Somebody is going to have to be that person for USC, the person that creates that change. The person that I feel like that can create an imbalance or help them is Raya Marshall. Wait, let me make sure this. Is that Raya? Is that the right person I'm looking for? Yep. Raya. She's going to have to step up for them. Their guards are going to have to step up for them. Everybody's going to have to step up for them. Malia, which is the guard that I said, she's good, but sometimes she looks hesitant. She's going to have to step up for them in order for USC to win. And they have to believe they can win. They have to know that they can win. I feel like Kiki's going to come in competing because she's played at Stanford. She's had to compete and do whatever she needs to. But it can't just be her, because K-State has bigs too. I do feel like it will be a good game, but it also could be a blowout. If USC's guards is turning the ball over and not doing what they do defensively, K-State can get hot and hit that three, then it's go time. Then once they start hitting that three, now you got to come out. That opens that up. Then they coming off the pick and roll and dumping it down to Lee. Lee's finishing. And the other side, they coming off the screen, dumping down to Kennedy. Kennedy's finishing. Now they up 15 and 20 because nobody's defending. And USC is a decent defending team, but they're really going to have to lock in order for them to have success. But I'm going to go with K-State to win this game, in my opinion. But that's it. Those are the games that we have for today as the Sweet 16 continues. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune into my videos. I will be posting more and more and more. Peace.